Once you've received the emails and created your password to access the course, it will bring you to this page. And on this page, you are going to only find the INTEGR8ART. The full course is right here. It has the red icon on it, and that is the one that you're going to receive. Also from this page, this is a little menu icon, and if you click on it here, you will see it shows the courses and it shows communities. We're going to take you over to the communities, and I'm going to click on that one. The Art Corner is for the homeschool program, and the Art Talk is for the K through 8 educators. And this information is available to you down here at the bottom on this where it says invite members now. It will say join. You have to click that and it will allow you to join the group because you will have access through that's part of your program. This is designed to let you talk to one another, ask questions, help one another, and we will, as admin, will visit this group in order to provide support and help you out when there's any kind of problem or if you have a specific type of question that you need answered. From here, we're going to go back to that little menu icon and click on it, and we're going to head over to the courses. It takes us back to this page, and we're going to go into the course. And this is where you arrive. You will see that you've completed 0 of 243 lessons. You see who the instructor is. So there's an overview, and if you click on the overview, it will take you to a different page. Here you can see who the instructor is. Jenny Burrow, of course, our one and only from KRUE, and a little bit of bio on her. And then here is the first intro. Now, after you complete this intro, this is what it looks like when you click on it. That's what this screen looks like. So the intro is here. You just go ahead and start. When you finish, I'll take you to the end of it here. And when you finish, it will mark it as completed for you. Then it says next category because there are no more videos in this particular section. So we click next category, and it's going to take you into the next category, which are the art basics. This is going to give you, again, an intro, an elements intro, and a principles intro. And then it will do the same thing. When you finish each one, when you finish this, it will push you forward to this one and on to this one. So after we get to this one, I'll take you to the end of it here. Whoops. That's how you make it big, by the way. That little arrow that you see in both directions.
Hello, teachers. We're about to embark on another section.
And it will be at the end of the video here. And then it marks it completed, as you can see, and you get an opportunity to go to the next category. Now, when you go to the next category, if you're not a K2 teacher, this is not going to be the area where you want to be. You're going to want to go to either 3.5 or 6.8 if that's the area that you're in. If you are K through 2, then you can just go ahead and start right here. Now you'll see that there's line and so many videos. There's shape and so many videos. There's form and so many, and on and on and on. That's how it goes through the course. Then when you hit the last one, it would automatically force you to the art basics elements is where it takes you next. So if you're not a K2 teacher, you're going to want to back up to the categories. And when you can see the categories here on another different page, this is the art basics. And then it shows you art basics K2. Elements, the K2 principles, 3.5 elements, 3.5 principles, 6.8 elements, 6.8 principles. From there, the next category is art integration itself. For each one of these art integration, there is a lesson for, I'll show you. I'll take you into the K2. So this is what you're going to see as you go into each one, regardless of the grade that you go into. It just will have a different title and different information. You'll have an intro. And then in the art basics, there are intros for students as well as instructors. Through this part, there is only intro for an instructor because you're not actually going to use these videos with the students. These videos are for you to learn the skills. And then it goes on to an art integration demo, intro, and then it takes you into the actual demonstration. After that, you have the 4 different categories of integrating into that subject. So English language arts, history, or social studies as you may call it, math, and science. And the last page here is lesson plans. Now when you arrive at the lesson plans, all you'll find here are links. And these links will take you, as it says here, a handout. So there is a handout for your students. And this is where the handout is. Then you can download that using this little icon right here. It will allow you to download it to your computer so you can use it. Then you can make copies and give it to the rest of your students. Now we'll close out and return back to the page where we were. Additionally, you have lesson plans for ELA, history, math, and science. So I will show you just one of them. And it looks like this is the document. And it shows it to you here, the full lesson plan. And it includes all of the standards for the art. Now, as you're integrating it to the other discipline, you will already know what the standards are that you're meeting for that. So if you're required to include that when you're submitting your planning, then you'll have to put that information in. But the art ones are there for you already. And then it just takes you through the rest of the information that is part of the lesson plan, which you are able to use. Part of the advantage of having lesson plans already done for these projects is that you can use them as a template. So then once you're finished and you've gone through every piece of it, will automatically mark it as complete if you go through them step by step. And then it would take you to the next category. Then the next category, again, in this case, is the art integration for 3 through 5. And then I'm going to take you back to this menu. And you can see there's art integration for K2, 3-5, and 6-8. The next section, after you've completed the art integration, are bonuses. This first one is tips, tricks, and techniques. This is 30 different videos would actually take you through processes so that you can learn skills much more quickly than you would be able to on your own. Jenny has more than 60 years experience as an artist, and she's showing you all kinds of techniques that she has used over the years successfully with her classes. She teaches art no matter what discipline she has taught, even when she was teaching 4th grade and not just gate and art. So that you can see here, there are 30 different videos that you go through and watch. They vary in length from, I don't know, I think a couple of them are only 2 or 3 minutes long. And I believe there's 1 or 2 that may be as much as an hour long. You don't have to do all of these in order. You can do some of them and come back at another time. You can decide based on the lesson plan for the specific project, what skills do you need to know for that project? And then you can go through based on the titles and find a video that will be helpful for you to learn some skills. So let's say that what they're doing is a watercolor pencil project. So you could click on this ahead of time. Now this is for you to get the training you need. And there's a 30-minute video here for you that teaches you all about
Hi teachers, another
watercolor.
tips,
And you can
tricks,
see how
and
to use
techniques
watercolor
episode.
pencils. Now I'm
This
not going to
time I
actually
thought
let
I
us
would teach
watch
you a
this.
little
I
more
just
about
wanted
working-
you to see it. But you can see that there's an actual demonstration going on. And then we get to the end. It marks it as completed. And you can move on to the next video. So in this case, when you have many in a row, you just go to the next video. Unless you're tired and need to move on to a different category, you can do that. The next category here will just take you to the next one in the row. if you go back from up here on the categories, it takes you back to that menu page. So we're back on the menu page, and the next one after the tips, tricks, and techniques is visual thinking strategies. Now this was filmed in an actual classroom, and there's an intro, the actual classroom lesson, and again, a lesson plan for you. When you finish this one and move forward, it would automatically take you to this last one, which is social emotional learning. And so then that's another one, and it offers an intro and a classroom lesson and a lesson plan. And that's how the whole program is set up. It's really pretty easy to follow. There's not a lot of difficulty to it. So one of the hardest parts will be for the sign-on, and I think I'll make you another video for that. Let's say that you're in one of these and you're doing information here, and in this student intro, because this is the art basics, and I told you in the art basics there are intros for the students in every section because they need to learn skills. So then if you were doing this one
right here with glasses, that's different.
we're
So
actually
again,
teaching
regular pattern in the circles, but when he throws in the eyeglass,
we're
it's a
actually
little
giving
bit
information here,
He
and
also
because
shows
this one
movement,
is
writing,
patterns,
fun and
this is a
interestingly
student
cartoonish.
intro
Always
that was
use that
taken
to
from
portray
pattern.
movement. So there's another principle right there.
The educator intro,
It's
the
also
student
pretty
intro,
symmetrical.
and then there's an actual project for the student, and then there's the lesson plan once again. And as you can see, it just tells you to download these handouts for students. Once you've gone through each one of these for that thing, you can mark it as complete. That basically covers all the information about how the program works. And I'll let Jenny cover some more with you, perhaps about any questions you might have and seeing about getting you working on this, because we'll have you all log in. That's the best way to learn, is by logging into it. And then if I go all the way back to INTEGR8ART, this is the very beginning. The last piece here is that if you get lost, you can always come back to home, scroll through. You'll see all the same things that we just showed you, but those other sections are more broken down for you. This is showing you all of K2 elements. And then it's going to go through all of those, and once it gets to the end, it's going to take us into K2 principles. And so it goes on through. Then it does the art basics 3-5 elements, 3-5 principles, and then same for 6-8. So I'll just quickly scroll here and just stop or pause to show you. Then it goes on to the principles, and after you get through the principles, now we're at the 6-8 elements. And after you take it through the after you go through the 6-8 elements, then you have the principles. Then again, art integration K-2, art integration 3-5, art integration 6-8. And then again, all those tips, tricks, techniques, videos, I call them TTTs. It was funny, we used to get really tongue-tied sometimes over this. Then there's the visual thinking strategies. And after that, the emotional learning. So it's really, really easy to navigate. There is nothing difficult about getting around in this program. And I hope that this has been helpful. And I'm here right now so I can answer any questions you might have. Takes you right in here, because that button stays there. So if you leave and you haven't finished learning from a lesson, a video that's there, you can use that start button and it will take you to the last place that you were located. I hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks a lot for watching.